Hey guys, welcome to the new episode of Clout Insider. Today we are having a story about when honesty is not the best policy. One of the most popular and influential books ever written about the marketing is the 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing by AI, Ries and Jack Trout and first published in 1993. Their 15th law is the law of candour. This states that if a company admits a negative aspect about a brand, the consumer will think more highly about the brand because of the company's sheer honesty. Ries and Trout say that it goes against corporate and human nature to acknowledge a problem or weakness. First and foremost, they write, candour is very disarming. Every negative statement you make about yourself is instantly expected truth. Positive statements, on the other hand, are looked as a dubious at best, especially in the advertisement. The authors go on to give a list of the companies which have used this honest approach to great effect. They admire, for instance, the strap line, Avis is only number 2 in rent-a-cars. They also declare that positive thinking has been highly overrated. Another example given is that the Listerine mouthwash, a brand that successfully deployed the slogan, the taste you hate twice a day. However, despite the many successful examples of frankness, there are times when honesty is not the best policy. Of course, if there is a serious and indisputable flaw with the product, then it needs to be recognized and addressed by brand managers so that they can move on to more positive message. But if it is only an honest but negative opinion that is being expressed, it usually causes brand damage. As Ries and Trout themselves acknowledge, the law of candour must be used carefully with great skill. To understand what can happen when a great skill is not deployed, you could do worse than General Ratner. During the 1980s, he built his Ratner's business into the world's biggest brand of jewelry through a series of publicity stunts and takeover deals. In 1991, however, Ratner managed to destroy his brand in the space of a sentence. In a speech to the Institute of Directors in London, he said, "Secret of Ratner's success was that many of its items of jewelry were total crap." He also joked that Ratner's earrings were likely to last for less than time a Marks and Spencer sandwich. Although the room filled with laughter, Ratner's investors and customers couldn't see the joke. Shortly afterwards, he backtracked, saying that he was referring only to very few items, but the damage has been done. The Ratner's brand name was now synonym with crap products and lack of respect of its customers. The company's share price plummeted to 0.2 to less than 8 months, and the consumer confidence snagged without trace. Group profits fell from 112 million in 1991 to the losses of 122 million a year later. Consumers would have been totally embarrassed and humiliated to have bought its product. Ratner and his eponymous brand of jewelry were forced to make an exit. Shortly after he did the jewelry trade, he took a part in an interview and appeared to be taking the situation in its stride. Someone said he met comedians who wanted to be millionaires, but it must have been only millionaires who wanted to be a comedian, he told the interviewer. However, in 2002, Ratner was back on a mission to restructure the Ratner's name and create an online version of the brand called simply Ratner's Online. It didn't want to use the Ratner's name, but research shows that it is still the best known name in the jewelry business despite the fact that there hasn't been Ratner's shop for years. Ratner told the Evening Standard in 2001. In another interview for The Guardian, he said the name would provoke curiosity from web users. "We were going to call it something else that thought it was more likely to get hits on the internet, even from a curiosity point of view. Whether this curiosity will be converted into long-term sales remains to be seen." Journals also needs to make sure that this time he keeps his foot a good distance away from his mouth. It is difficult for me to resist jokes even if I am the only one that really finds them funny. So here is the lesson from the story of Ratner's. First of all, think before you speak. It often takes years to build a strong consumer image, but journals Ratner proved that trust can be blown in a couple of words. Secondly, remember that most dangers come from within. Most brand damage does not arise from the product flaws and distribution problems. A lot of comes it from the employees or managers who fail to live up their roles as ambassadors of the brand. In service industry where most employees are interacting with the public on a regular basis, it is especially important to maintain a positive attitude. For more stories, please subscribe to Clout Insider.